But if Ty Lue can get Ben Simmons to play like he played last night on a consistent basis, you know what? Just rip up Ty Lue's contract and then double it. Because you talk about mission impossible being achieved, that would be it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how I'm saying this, but the Clippers have managed to make their team even better. And currently, they're in the 6th seed of the Western Conference. And what's shocking is that a good portion of those games are without Kawhi. But now Kawhi is becoming more healthy, and the Clippers found a way to make their team even better and double down on their push to win a championship by grabbing Ben Simmons and trading for an elite shooter like Bogdanovich. But you will definitely be surprised because the Clippers are using Ben Simmons in a way that makes him a genuine problem. And while I'm about to reveal a statistic that will change the way you look at the Clippers' new signings, today's video is about to get crazy. Before we talk about that, today's video is sponsored by PrizePicks. Want to turn pocket change into serious cash? Then you're in the right place. PrizePicks is the easiest way to play daily fantasy sports. And well, here's how it works. You pick 2 to 6 players and decide if they'll get more or less on their projected stats. The more players you choose, the bigger your payout. For example, if I see Steph Curry at 22.5 points, I am smashing more every time. And as funny as it sounds, I'd probably take less on LeBron James turnovers. It's literally that simple to choose your players. But PrizePicks isn't just for basketball. They cover MMA, baseball, golf, football, and more. So whatever sport you follow, there's a play for you. Now here's the best part. If you sign up today at prizepicks.com and use code MUVZY, deposit just $10 and play your first $5 and give you $50 instantly whether you win or lose. That's literally free money. So stop waiting, head to PrizePicks, use code MUVZY, and start turning your sports knowledge into cash today. But back to the video, because we need to analyze Ben Simmons' fit on the Clippers, because the way they use him is actually very smart. Because you may be saying Ben Simmons isn't a shooter, how can you incorporate him in the offense? Well, what the Clippers do is sit Ben Simmons in the corner and then surround him with 4 shooters to space the floor. And when a player like Kobe Brown cuts in the paint, this attracts Ben Simmons' defender on Kobe Brown that's cutting, giving Ben Simmons a wide open lane to cut into and one of the easiest buckets of his career. Ben Simmons spotting up on the floor actually requires a lot of IQ out of him, because when Harden grabs his missed shot, Ben Simmons just stays planted in that same spot. This is because he knows that Norman Powell is coming downhill and drags a lot of gravity, attracting 2 defenders, which gives Ben Simmons another easy bucket. But Ben's offense isn't completely predicated around spotting up, because he could be the main ball handler bringing the ball up, and since he has so much strength with a 6'10", 240-pound frame, he could just tell Harden to move to the side and run into the paint to bump his defender, which creates so much separation that he could finish calm and collected. This is why the Clippers got Ben Simmons in the first place, to create easier offense. And while Ben is also one of the best defenders in the NBA, and what if I told you that his elite help defense is what creates easy offensive opportunities? Because Ben Simmons has one of the best double team instincts, as Cody Williams thinks he could bully Bogdanovich, but Ben Simmons is right there to take away the driving lane and rip the ball away. But we're not done yet, because this singular steal allows Ben Simmons to play to his strengths, which is transition offense. And once again, he goes downhill and uses his long frame to stretch out and hit a tough layup. But if you thought that was good help defense, wait till you see this. Because the Jazz think that they could set a screen for Lauri Markkanen to wrap off of and be matched up against a weaker defender in James Harden. But little do they know that Ben Simmons is ready to help out, and right when Markkanen runs into the lane, Ben Simmons pokes the ball away, which leads to another offensive opportunity. The Jazz really thought that they could bully James Harden, but Ben's playmaking is one of the main reasons why he's on the floor in the first place. He gives the Clippers a secondary decision maker to help keep the bench rotation organized. But the role he's playing on the playmaking side reminds me of a Draymond Green. And similar to Draymond, Ben Simmons is a threat going to the paint. So Ben Simmons can also call for screens from Norman Powell, and this downhill threat Ben possesses causes the Jazz defender to be too occupied to that threat, giving Norman Powell the opportunity to roll and finish at the rim for another bucket. But the real reason Ben Simmons reminds me of Draymond is the movement off the ball when he playmakes, because Ben can wait at the left dunker spot, and when he sees Harden getting doubled, he knows that someone has to be open. So Ben Simmons makes his way to the free throw line and receives the ball, and look who's open, Nicholas Batum, and well, Ben Simmons finds him for an easy bucket. The IQ to sense these doubles and make yourself available at the same time is hard, And while Ben Simmons provides that skill to the team, being a good playmaker also revolves around being at the right spot at the right time, like over here. Because when you're at the right position, you get the fruits of your labor and get the ball, and all you have to do is swing it to a wide open James Harden for a 3. Ben Simmons' debut was insane. He scored 12 points, got 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and ripped the ball away 3 times and also got a block. Just insane numbers for your first game as a Clipper. But we are not done yet, because the Clippers also managed to get Bogdanovich in exchange for Terrence Mann and Bones Highland. And let me tell you this, getting Bogdanovich was a steal. We all know he could shoot, but one underrated thing about his game is that he's a good on-ball defender. Because players like Lauri Markkanen think they have a mismatch in Bogdanovich, but little does Lauri Markkanen know that Bogdanovich is active with his hands and could get a steal to give the Clippers a transition attempt. And well, this time, Kyle Filipowski tries to test Bogdanovich. He hits him with a pump fake and then drives, but once again Bogdanovich is active with his hands and closes out to rip the ball away. So far you have seen Bogdanovich's perimeter defense in active hands, but his positioning on the defensive end is even more elite, because when Ben Simmons gets beat by the player he's guarding, Bogdanovich steps in just enough to help in case Ben Simmons' man drives or passes in the corner. And while a pass gets made in this situation to the corner and Bogdanovich grabs a steal due to his positioning, the guy got 3 steals in 1 game. People need to start giving him some respect on the defensive end, because I did some digging on Bogdanovich's advanced numbers on the defensive end, and while the numbers I found were shocking, he is in the 81st percentile in the entire NBA when it comes to deflections. That is wild. It means he is very active in the passing lanes, he has good anticipation, and good hands to disrupt passes. In addition to that, he's in the 80th percentile when it comes to versatility, so this means that he could guard more than just one position. So it all makes sense now. These numbers really show that he could be an impactful defender away from just offense. But on the offensive end is where the Clippers are licking their chops, because he could have you isolated in the post, and just when Bogdanovich has you deep enough, he fades away to knock down the shot. The man is showing you that he could fade, and because he don't need the tray to make him great. I'm just spitting bars, guys. Bogey can also grab the ball on the left wing, hit you with a jab step, and while this triple threat move allows him to drive to the left of his defender, and when that happens, he uses his right hand to shield off Filipowski, and that's an easy bucket. But the most lethal part about Bogdanovich's game is the fact that he could spray 3-pointers. And while with 3 seconds left on the clock, the Clippers give the ball to Bogdanovich in hopes of a buzzer beater, so he hits the defender with a very slight jab step, which allows him to flow into that step back jumper and nail a lay bucket to get the Clippers in the game. Every team has a bench player they can give the ball to when the clock is going down, and well, that player is Bogdanovich. He could turn into a microwave. I can't wait to watch these 2 players play more and get acclimated to this team, and let me know in the comment section who is going to be more impactful. Will it be Ben Simmons or will it be Bogdanovich? If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash the like and hit that sub so I can make even better videos for you legends. Have a great day, lads. See ya.